to see ourselves. That's great.
Yeah. For all you inventors out there, this is my partner, Jim.
Jim Grove.
Jim Grove. He's a fairly renowned designer and inventor himself. He's been 14 years in the chair business, right?
14 years in the chair business. Chairs in Costco, Staples, Office Max, Depot. Lots of chairs.
Lots of chairs.
Yeah.
So the good fortune I had was meeting Jim, because as inventors we have ideas, but you need someone like Jim to implement them and make them look good and work right.
Yeah.
And so the good news is we met 3.5, 4 years ago, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And little did Jim know at that time that he was going to be as broke as he is today, thanks to me, right?
Well, that's all right.
But
Dennis came to me, and as a designer inventor, I have a lot of people that say, "Oh, I got the greatest thing to do this. I got the greatest idea to do that." And there was somebody that introduced us, and I thought, well, I'll take a look, because this person's pretty reputable. I'll listen to what he has to say, but it's going to probably be another so-so idea. I met Dennis. He said he's had this idea for a chair for 8 years. He's been tossing around the idea. And I said, well, explain it to me as best you can. And he grabbed my hips. He's got these huge hands. He grabbed my hips and he said, if we can make a chair that can do this, and just articulated my hips. And I felt it right away, and I thought, wow, if we could do that. And we started with some very, very rough, sittable fixtures until we got something where Dennis said, wow, that's it. If we could manufacture something that would do that, it would be wonderful. We could help a lot of people. So we started.
Yeah, we did.
We started building all kinds of fixtures and prototypes. And
it was about 3.5 years of blood, sweat, and a lot of money.
A lot of money, a lot of time. But I got to say, it was always exciting, because I thought, if we can solve this, we can get this into production, and we can help a lot of people with their back pain and their problems, it would really be worthwhile.
Yeah, and we had the good fortune of having my practice. By the way, we had a lot of them in today. You got here late, but you got to see some of the videos. And we built 17 prototypes, hand built.
17 prototypes.
And we're behind the gun too, and got them to doctors and physical therapists. Had
1,000 people.
I had well over 1,000 people test it, and then we tweak it, back and forth. And then we had meetings, and we had a Russian oligarch that was going to invest. And of course, they found him just when we were about to close the deal. He was found dead in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yep.
We've been through so much with this. For you out there that are inventors or have a great idea, I encourage you to follow through, to step after step. But you're going to experience some incredible situations.
Never give up.
Never give up. Never give up.
Yeah.
And I tell you, partnerships are tough.
Yeah.
I mean, we were challenged quite a bit, but we stuck together.
We did. We stuck together. They say partnerships are the ships that don't sail. But this one's sailing.
This one's sailing. So for all of you out there, I wanted you to meet my partner and brilliant designer, Jim Grove.
Thank you, Dennis.
And help us. We could really use your help. We want to get this out to everybody, because sitting is a big problem. And I think you'll really be happy with what Jim has designed. It's going to look pretty. And it's got some great features too, the removable upholstery, so the chair never wears out. Really well built, good construction. Yeah. Thanks to Jim, we also met our manufacturer through Jim, because he's had those connections for many years.
Yep.
And it's
you sit in the chair, you'll feel it immediately.
You will.
It's a wonderful thing. I hope everybody gets to experience it.
And Kickstarter's backing, not buying, but there's tremendous values on the Kickstarter page right now for what this chair is going for under backers.
Yeah. We're not going to be making a lot of money on this Kickstarter program, but our goal wasn't just to make money. It was, or to finance, not make money, but to finance the molds and what have you. Because these are big molds.
Yeah.
They're big molds.
Yeah. A lot of tooling.
But the beauty is, it's going to be very the quality of craftsmanship is going to be solid, and each chair will function identically because
long lasting too.
Long lasting.
Lasts a lifetime.
And green. We wanted to be as green as we could be.
Yeah.
And Jim, being a designer, said we got to be able to make upholstery that snaps in and snaps out, so they can always have a brand new looking chair.
Cushions.
Yeah, and if you have like a particular upholstery you'd like, you're welcome to take the upholstery we have, reupholster it in any fabric you like, embroider it with your corporate logo, whatever you want. You can do that all yourself easily, and just take it to an upholsterer and have any fabric you want so it matches your interior.
Yeah.
So we tried to think about everything. I think the biggest thing, Jim, was with you with shipping, because we wanted to make sure our real goal is to have an Apple look.
Apple look, Apple feel, but the back folds down, so it ships in like a 28 by 28 by 18-inch box, so it's UPSable. It's very light, but yet structurally sound. We tried to address everything I could think of over 20 years of doing chair design.
Yeah, and also the BIFMA testing. It has to pass all these tests so that it has that quality built into it. And, of course, that will all be done, too. Yeah. We've already done most of that, but the final product has to be tested again. And hopefully we're going to be out there real soon.
We have some attributes that aren't on the site, like we're going to have folding arms that will fold out of the way so you can get right up under your desk. Removable arm pads, replaceable. Like Dennis said, replaceable cushions. It's very exciting. It's a chair that could last you a lifetime. Never going to wear out.
Yeah, and completely recyclable. We do care about our environment, and so we're trying to think of everything we can. And certainly, if you have ideas that can help us make it even better, we're open.
Yeah, was it Bill Kitchener? Who was in here? Well, maybe it was Mark Frost who, when he touched the chair and saw the chair, and he asked you what it would sell for. Yeah. He almost fell over because he was like, "Oh God, I thought this was gonna be like $3,000 when you feel the quality of it."
Yeah.
And I thought that was a huge compliment that we heard today. Was the people who, because via video you can't really touch it. You got to rely on the people at the other end of the video to say, "Hey, well, this is kind of how it is."
Exactly.
And he was like, "This is a $3,000 chair."
Yes. Well, chairs are expensive. I mean,
good ones
are like really expensive, and the good ones really all they have is a bunch of different adjustments.
Yeah, nothing does what this chair does.
No, we wanted to have one adjustment. We didn't want 20 adjustments.
Fit everybody.
Yeah, fit everybody. And what's really the secret in this chair is the pivot. The pivot. Well, you can't really see it because it's all concealed. It's the secret. Yeah. It's the secret sauce, so to speak.
But you can show where it joins, where the seat joins.
This center pivot here, it's going to look totally different, obviously, when it's done. But the center pivot here, Jim designed it in such a way that no matter what you do, when you get up, that seat automatically self-levels. Yeah. And it gives you just the right amount of tension that it engages you. So when you sit, you feel the effectiveness of the sitting, whereas when you sit in an ordinary chair, you just don't feel anything.
And it's like a gimbal. It actually balances the body. So it goes forward and comes to a soft stop. Then you go back, it comes to a soft stop when it goes back, and that's all in that pivot. And it's all designed with the right material, so it'll just last forever.
Yeah, and plus, remember when by the way, we experimented with so many pivots.
Oh,
it was crazy, right? There was only one that works.
That's right.
There's only one that works, and it took us a long time to find that, but we did find it. Yeah. And this makes you feel like you're free floating. Yeah. I always said I felt like I was taking off in a rocket comfortably. It was a different feel.
And you just feel it as soon as you sit in it. It's unfortunate when you're watching the video that you can't actually feel the chair. If you have the opportunity to sit in it, you'll know it's doing something helpful right away.
As Pippin said, it was like having the up dog and down dog.
Yeah, that's right. It's like doing up dog and down dog automatically. The other thing, too, the fact that you can stretch in this chair. I mean, if you're sitting for a long time, it's always good to stretch and breathe, and this chair helps you do that. And it actually encourages you to do that.
And it makes you sit right. You can't slouch. You're not going to bend over and stretch your back like this. It's going to follow through with you, give you support.
When we first did it, we had this subject. We didn't know So he had a bad disc in his back. You remember this? We were I think it was our second or third prototype, and we had this gentleman that was sitting at our table giving us some design work, Andy, and he said after he was sitting in it for a while, he said, "Oh my God, I don't know if you remember this or not." He said, "Oh my God, I've been suffering with this disc problem forever. I don't feel any pain." And then he got up and he walked around. He says, and then we couldn't get the chair back from him. That was funny. And Paul, the same thing. Our design, fabric.
Paul Peterson feels to say he has one that he built for himself, or one of the prototype pieces.
Right.
And he sits in it all the time.
The wooden one, I think it was.
Yeah, he loves it. So
it's been a journey.
All right. What should we do?
Wonderful journey.
As a viewer? Go to Kickstarter.
Please.
Back us.
We can really use your help.
Us.
We're not young bucks.
It'll help you.
But we're trying our best.
Yeah.
And to make a change in how we sit today and stop back pain and neck pain that's really related to sitting. That's our goal.
Doctor and designer.
Yeah. Chocolate and peanut butter, brother. Thanks.
Good.
Perfect.
Wow.